I spent most of my life wanting more. More things. More approval. More of everything. And you know what it got me? Exhausted. I'm 84 now. And the most peaceful day of my life was the day I finally stopped wanting more. Before I continue, please a like and a quiet subscribe helps it reach more hearts. Now, stay with me. Let's continue. My name is Rose. I'm 84 years old, and I want to tell you something nobody told me when I was young. Wanting less is not giving up. It is the most beautiful thing I have ever found, but I had to lose a lot to find it. I had to stop performing, stop collecting, stop filling every silence with more noise. What I'm about to share with you took me most of my life to learn, and I wish someone had sat me down at 30 and said it plainly. So that's what I'm doing for you today. I had the car. I had the calendar so full I couldn't breathe. From the outside, my life looked exactly the way it was supposed to look. Successful.
Busy. Put together.
And I was proud of that. I worked hard for it. But here is what nobody saw. I would sit down at the end of the day, in the middle of everything I had built, and feel absolutely nothing.
Not peace.
Not gratitude. Just tired. I wonder sometimes if you know that feeling too. One morning I woke up and just stopped. I can't explain it better than that. I looked around at all of it and I asked myself one honest question. Does any of this actually make me happy? And the silence that answered me was deafening. So I started letting go. Slowly at first, then all at once. And the people closest to me, they panicked. My children thought something was wrong. My friends didn't understand. But for the first time in decades, I could breathe. Turns out, the ones who love you most can sometimes be the most afraid of your peace. When the noise finally settled, I started noticing things. The garden in the morning. The way the light comes through the kitchen window just before 8. The face of someone I love when they don't know I'm looking. A simple meal that tastes better than any restaurant I ever tried to impress someone at. These things were always there. Every single day. I was just too busy chasing something else to see them. That is the cruelest part of wanting more. It blinds you to what you already have. I have to be honest with you. It wasn't just a decision to want less. Something broke me open first. I lost someone I loved deeply. And when that happened, all the things I had been chasing, they meant nothing. Absolutely nothing. Grief has a way of cutting straight through everything that doesn't matter. And what was left, when the dust finally settled, was just this garden, this morning, this breath. I spent 84 years wanting more. Turns out this right here was always enough. I used to think joy was something you earned. Something waiting at the end of a long list of achievements. So I kept achieving, kept climbing, kept telling myself, when I get there, then I'll be happy. But there was always another there, another milestone, another thing to reach for. And joy kept moving. It kept staying just out of reach. Until one afternoon I sat in my garden with a cup of tea and laughed at something small. And I thought, oh, so this is where it was hiding, right here, in the ordinary. Nobody tells you that a garden can save your life. I mean that seriously. I started growing things, tomatoes, herbs, simple flowers. Nothing fancy. And something happened to me out there in the dirt with my hands. I slowed down. I stopped thinking about yesterday and tomorrow. There is something about watching something grow that reminds you what patience feels like. What trust feels like. That garden taught me more about fulfillment than any success I ever chased. You plant, you water, you wait, and then one morning there it is. Life. Simple, quiet, extraordinary life. I started cooking again. Really cooking. Not for guests. Not to impress anyone. Just for myself. Slow meals. Simple ingredients. The smell of something warm filling a quiet house. And I realized I had spent decades eating in a hurry, standing over a sink, somewhere between one obligation and the next. Food was fuel. Life was schedule. But when you slow down enough to actually taste something, really taste it, something shifts in you. Gratitude sneaks in through the back door. Joy follows right behind it. The simplest meal became the most nourishing thing I had done for myself in years. Here's the thing about simple joy that nobody warns you about. It is contagious. When I stopped being so busy, so distracted, so full of wanting, I became more present with the people around me. I started really listening, really looking at faces, really showing up. And the relationships that had been running on empty for years, they started filling back up. My grandchildren began sitting longer. My old friends called more. People can feel when you are truly there. And that presence, that simple, unhurried presence, turned out to be the greatest gift I had left to give. If you take nothing else from my story, take this. You don't have to wait until you're 84 to stop. You don't have to wait for loss to wake you up. You can decide today that what you already have is enough. That you are enough. The beauty I spent most of my life looking for was never out there. It was here the whole time. Quiet, patient, waiting for me to finally be still enough to see it. I hope you find it sooner than I did. If this spoke to you, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps these lessons reach someone who needs them.
Stay blessed. Bye.